Dating Sagittarius women. Hot butt naked sex. Alright, so listen, right? I'm serious, but listen. Um, I found out that dating Sagittarius women, that the similarities that they have with Pisces are very parallel. And one of those similarities is reassurance. So every time I think I have a Sagittarius like in the bag, like forever, I get proven that that's not wrong. That I have to keep assuring her that we will last forever, or if not, she's going with the wind. Um, don't be sad for me, y'all. But I'm serious. But the reassurance differs between Sagittarius and Pisces because Pisces likes reassurance for the sake of reassurance. Does your heart still beat for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you even alive? You know what I'm saying? Like, but do you think about me? You know what I'm saying? And any time of day, any type of time. That's all Pisces really wants to know. That they still, and some people may look at this as corny, like, you still want to know if you have a shot with me? Like, bro, make up your mind. Like, I'm not talking about like that. You know what I'm saying? Pisces is looking at it like, yeah, like we got so much time in the world. Why are things so rushed when it comes to romance? You know what I'm saying? So that's how Pisces looks at it. Sagittarius looks at it more, Sagittarius women that I've dated look at it more like, yeah, we need to rush into this and we need to rush into you reassuring me that we are solidified. But in a way that is proving yourself, right? And that's where it differs with Pisces. So Sagittarius woman, when I'm dating her, I have to actually prove to her, I have to get approved by her that I'm still that dude. And when you fall out of those graces, when I fell out of those graces, every time it's very challenging to get her back, very challenging to even get the type of conversations that we used to have and stuff like that, or even operate on the same level that we had. You know what I mean? And there's an upside to this. So this is when you hear, I know I've heard it, that Sagittarius are flaky. This is where I could be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, I know that things did not work out the way that I wanted them to work out, and that is things being the way that they were. You know what I'm saying? Once I've done a certain amount of things that says otherwise to them, and I have not been approved by them again, it's like an update with a terms and conditions for an app, right? You got to update to the new server. If you don't do that, if I didn't do that with my Sagittarius women, I wouldn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? But however, the connections that I've made with Sagittarius women are like some that are almost indescribable. They're like none other. They're fiery, but they have this this wisdom, for this potential wisdom that is different in our natural ways, but necessary when we link up, when we meet up. So it's kind of like, you know, I get to linking up with Sagittarius women based on something. Like there is a reason or a cause or a purpose behind me getting with these women. You understand what I'm saying? And it starts off, we may not even be or know that we're attracted to each other in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Until that thing occurs that connects us too. And then once that thing happens, it's off to the races. It's wild butt naked sex everywhere. Every room, every corner, every piece of furniture, every place. If there's a hallway, can it be done? Where are we? Hot butt naked sex. But more than that, you know what I'm saying? This purpose that's behind it makes the connection necessary, and in some instances unspoken about. It's just something that we have to continue to do and ride out the mission. It becomes a mission. And this is another thing that I found with dating Sagittarius women, is when that mission is done, then the relationship is done. Don't be sad for me, y'all. But that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And another similarity about us is, well, no, this is not even a similarity. This is a difference about us. This is the thing that made me feel uncomfortable when dating Sagittarius women, is that they're not the only people that come to me and ask me about things and for advice and insight and stuff like that, right? However, they can be very insulting when doing so, because they will ask me for. I've said this in my Sagittarius video that I did a couple of years back on the channel. They'll ask for my advice and not take it and not use it. So this lets me know the spiritual difference, because I study astrology, I do astrology. The spiritual difference between Pisces and Sagittarius is Pisces is the wise Sag, and Sagittarius is the Sag that is experiencing life to the fullest so they can obtain wisdom. So it's like Sagittarius woman comes to me and asks me for my insight about something, gets it, and does the exact opposite. You know what I mean? So for those of you who know about astrology, for those astrologers who are watching this as well, you know that Sagittarius is rap for being irresponsible, right? And this is where I can confirm that in stating, like, I know I told Sagittarius woman to do the correct thing, and they didn't do it. You know what I mean? They did the exact opposite. So this is part of their recklessness. This is part of their irresponsible behavior that they must do in order to feel justified upon their quest. This kind of tears us apart, because they can find it very laughable, Jupiter humor, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it as more serious, like, I just took some in-depth time to find that out for you, that answer for you, and you trying to play me. You know what I'm saying? So it can be insulting. But other than that, you know, because they're very blunt and they laugh it off like immediately right there, you know the type of woman that you're dealing with. So I do like that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't hold grudges, so I get over it very quickly, and it's back to normal with us. You know what I'm saying? However, what else can I say about dating Sagittarius women? They'll like to talk to their friends about you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know, like, you're doing the right thing. Like, they'll mention you among their friends, not just any friends. They're friends that, you know, that they talk to on a daily basis. Yeah, they'll mention you among them. So if you're eavesdropping and you ever happen to hear your name, or if you're at an event and the friends walk in the door and they start giggling, and I'll be like, yo, what you giggling at? Like, what y'all talking about over there? And they'll be like, you? And I'll be like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. You know what I mean? Sagittarius women, although they get a flaky rap, they are very loyal when you're in the mix. You understand what I'm talking about? When you're in the mission, in the purpose with each other. When I'm in the purpose with these women, they are loyal to the core, to where they will even wear it on their sleeve and be like, nah, that's my dude. Where he's at? Like, you know, ask me what you need. This, that, and the third. Will do any and everything for me. I'm serious. That I can attest to. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the right, though, because Sagittarius women that I've dated, they have this sense of right and wrong. And if you're in their right, they all out for you. If you're in their wrong, if you're categorizing it wrong, there is no unconditional love with these women. You're in their wrong. So, yeah, the same way I kind of explained about the Virgos, but type different. Virgo is it running correctly, then it's right. No. Sagittarius is more like in their perspective, and this is not objective. This is what their belief system is. You know what I'm saying? So if you go against that grain, you are now categorized in the wrong box, and it's deuces. You know what I mean? And it's like it's not deuces to the point where you can't ever talk to them again, to where they're like bitter about it and be, you know, but to actually get in touch with them on that level that you were before, it's going to be very difficult, and it might not even be possible because the purpose is gone. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm saying this in a one-sided type way, like, oh, well, how you fall out of her graces, so now it's over. What about if she was to fall more along your lines of wisdom and just listen to do the correct thing, and perhaps you are right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm the one who got away. Still time to find that out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving you my definition of my experiences of dating a Sagittarius woman.